morning. Welcome to day 167 of losing half my body weight. I am having a very late start to my day. I had a teensy tiny allergic reaction last night. If you've seen Hitch, that's about the severity of it. I had to take some medicine. Thankfully, I did not have to use my EpiPen last night. However, when I have a reaction like that, I typically wake up the next day feeling like I have a hangover, which was true of today. So I have spent the last couple of hours just trying to get rid of my massive headache and fatigue. And now I am ready to work out. I don't have a ton of time left because I do have 2 appointments I have to be at later this morning, but I am gonna make time to put my health first. So I'm gonna work out and then I'm gonna pre-log some food to set myself up for success for the rest of the day. Where's the TV? Do you ever lose the TV remotes in your house? Found them. I decided to do a 20-minute Juice and Toya arms workout, and it was a good one. I highly recommend, and I will post a link in the comments. Remember, there is no shame in using light weights if it makes you do the lift correctly. It's still making you stronger. I'm nursing an injury that I really need surgery for, and I let it go. I became so weak. When I first started this, I could barely lift a 2-pound weight in this move. I'm up to 5-pound weights and I feel strong. The injury, if any of you are curious, I have a labrum tear, so it does hinder some movement, but Smokey. My dog made me think my cat went in one of the kids' bedrooms. I've been looking for him. He was out here doing my weights. Guess I'm gonna lift during the rest period. Gotta make up for it. I love when you do an arm day, when you finally get to the point where you get to lay on the floor and lift weights, because I'm tired, and finally getting to lay on the floor is such a reward. Also, this tricep lift is the hardest lift I did today. My triceps were on fire. I'm putting together some treat bags for one of my kids and their friends for a class trip they're going on, and I resisted all of these sweet treats and salty treats. I got just enough for the kids. The old me totally would have got some for myself. It's the small things that count, really. I just noticed I only have 5,000 steps today, so I will be jumping on my treadmill to finish out my day. I will see you tomorrow. It is day 168 of losing half my body weight. I am so glad you're here. I will be traveling for the next 4 days, so I will bring you along as much as possible and record as much as possible. It's still kind of hard since nobody knows, except you guys, that I am documenting this journey. All right, I will see you later. I'll be honest, I did not have an ounce of motivation today, but do you know what got me through? Discipline. Discipline is what made me show up, and discipline is what kept me going. That discipline helped remind me that consistency is what gives you progress, and as long as I'm consistent and as long as I show up for myself, the hard work will eventually pay off. So today wasn't about hype, it wasn't about motivation, it was about determination and the promise that I made to myself that every day I'm going to take a step forward to becoming the best version of myself. You'd be so proud of me. I have a cucumber hummus wrap instead of fast food. I found my inner child and did some bouncing on their trampoline. When I got here, it felt good after sitting in the car for several hours. And also, bouncing is easier when you weigh 60 pounds less. I'm really happy with how my food turned out today, considering it was a travel day. I don't know how the rest of the week is going to look, so I will keep you posted. I will see you tomorrow. It's day 169 of losing half my body weight. I am getting ready to go to an event tonight, and I'm not home. I am traveling. I'm staying in a little cabin, and you will be pleased to know I stayed spot on with my food today, even though I had no clue where or what I was going to eat. I did not work out because my best friend's daughter had an emergency and I had to take her to urgent care, so that became my priority today, which as it should be. Anyways, but I'm super happy that today my food was spot on. This video is gonna be super short, but I will check in tomorrow. It's day 171 of losing half my body weight. I did not get anything posted yesterday. It was just a busy day from the time I woke up until the time I went to bed at like 1 a.m. Today has been equally as busy, but I am now finally on my way home. It is, I don't know, like 9 o'clock at night, maybe 7. Listen, I don't know what time it is. It's late. All I know is it's going to be like 1 o'clock before I get home. So just wanted to check in. I've done, I gave myself a C- for my food today. I haven't really tracked, and I did eat some candy today and I regretted it right afterwards. I don't know why I do that to myself. I know it's okay to eat candy sometimes. Like, I'm not beating myself up for eating it. It's just because that is my personal struggle. I try to stay away from it. So anyways, with all that said, I'm gonna get home, I'm gonna sleep in a little bit, and then I'm gonna hit the ground running tomorrow. So I will see you then. It is day 172 of losing half my body weight. It is like 9:45 p.m. and I'm just getting home for the day. Another late night. Last night I got home close to 1 o'clock, but of course I couldn't fall asleep till almost 3. I woke up at 8 and my body was like, yeah, we're not doing anything today. I just really hit a wall of like total exhaustion. So I took it easy today. I did get out and I had to go and work this afternoon. So I wasn't a total vegetable on my couch all day long, but movement aside, I know I say movement as medicine. There's just a line you have to walk sometimes when you're on the verge of exhaustion, especially living with an autoimmune disease. I have to listen to my body in these instances, and today it was a rest day. So I paid special attention to my nutrition today. I got almost all of my protein. I was a little bit over on my calories, but it was because I was just too hungry just to eat salad for dinner. So I made it into a wrap, a protein wrap. So it all worked out. Anyways, tomorrow, hopefully will be business as usual. Hopefully I will have the energy to work out. I'm sure I will. I feel good now. I think I just needed a rest today, and I should be back in business tomorrow. So thank you guys for checking in on me, and I will see you in the next one. It is day 173 of losing half my body weight. I have had a dad day, which means I get up super early. I drive down and take care of my dad for the day while my mom is working. And it was also weigh-in day. I am not gonna lie, I was nervous to weigh in today since I traveled for 4 days over the weekend. And typically I retain water like crazy when I am on a long trip. And despite that, I still had a loss this week. Not very much, but it was a loss, which means hopefully next week I will have a bigger loss just to kind of make up for the swelling that I've been experiencing. So I don't know if you can see that. There's a bug accosting me. Anyways, I will show you my weigh-in here and I will check in later. Despite the travel bloat, I weighed in at 223.5 for a loss of 0.5 pounds this week. Despite being tired today, I came home and I did some weights, and I have found that lifting weights really makes me feel empowered and in control of my progress, because you feel the work that you are putting in. And also, I just kind of had a really bad evening and I needed to blow off some steam, and this was a great way to do it. It's a new habit. It's better than going and buying candy at the store, so I'm going to embrace it. Something that has really helped me in this journey that I don't do often enough is pre-logging my food when I know that I'm going to be away from home or have a busy day. Today is a dad day, so I threw some food in a bag to bring with me down to their house, and I am taking a minute to pre-log what I'm going to eat for breakfast and lunch while I'm here, as well as figuring out what I'm going to have for dinner when I get home. And I will post the pictures of what I end up eating, minus the coffee I drank before I left. But pre-logging and planning out your meals when you know you're busy is such a good way to stay on track. This is keeping me well within my calorie range, a little over on my carbs, but I'm okay with that today. And also, I'm getting my fiber, which has been a real struggle. So today I'm exceeding my fiber goals, which is a win. And for those of you who are wondering, my current calorie goal is 1,600 calories per day and 120 grams of protein. So I feel like that's a reasonable amount. I did recently lower my calories by 100, and I'm actually somehow finding it's easier to stay at 1,600 versus 1,700. Why? I don't get it, but it is.